marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Let's go now. Defense can't stop you. You got that cheat code offense.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
19 tight. 19 tight. Free.
Hooker. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll go again with Gibbs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Has his man, that's James. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Hooker. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like,
touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, Hooker got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Let's go now.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Go check. Go check.
Throw left side complete. That's James. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Hooker's going to throw it. This is caught by Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On play action, Rodgers. And it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Panther Street.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing. Hooker. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. And it's third down.
Going to the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field, covered up essentially every blade of grass. And allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hooker now on second down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. That is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3 and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked out, went in, and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Moody for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hooker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hooker throwing again on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Here's Hooker. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Hooker going to try to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Try the right side with Mitchell. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On play action, now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to pull that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out, and the Lions will take over. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that's going to be another good run on 1st down. This one goes for 14 as he is eating them up here to begin the drive. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Hooker to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holloway. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down to give to Gibbs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Here's Hooker. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Niners force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing here is Hooker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
This is taken at the 20. And the ball is knocked out. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Mustang 19.
Now Hooker. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll go again with Gibbs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Patterson's kick is good. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. That could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after all of this, it comes down to 1 final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,